Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I'm Sredna Kunowski, an artist who makes nature and fantasy paintings, and today I wanted to show you my new art studio. So yeah, here it is. Here, I'll turn the camera around. I can give you a little walkthrough. So these were the original, whoops, let me adjust my camera here. There we go. These were the original doors. So like my house was built in 1916, and this room used to be the sunroom, porch area. It wasn't insulated. It was just had like boards and, you know, some walls up. So it was like a 3-season porch. So yeah, and so these doors, I love them. There were 2 sets of them before, but it was kind of like unnecessary, and the other doors didn't lock well. So I was like, well, I'll just leave this set. And then our contractors that worked with us polished them up, added some new paint. That's always great. So right behind the door, I've got where I hang up my paint aprons. And actually this, oh gosh, you can't probably see it really well, but there's like, it's like this little elephant. And that was something that was in this room before, so I wanted to keep something from the old room. And that's what I used it for. Over here I have my like remembrance area, kind of like a, I guess like a little altar to ancestors or friends, dear loved ones, family that have passed away. So here's, yeah, my remembrance corner where I can say a little prayer to them, things like that. And then I also have candles and incense that I love to light over here. And the candles, like there's one that I always use when I'm painting, so when I smell it I just get in the mood, like, oh yep, it's time to paint. So it's very snowy right now. I'm filming this in January, and we've got a couple feet of snow out there. Let's see. Okay, and I hung up these tapestries. So there's lots of windows in this room, which I absolutely love. And as I was painting, I noticed that the sun was always blinding me. So I put up a bunch of these tapestries, but there's like what it looks like without it. So you can see there's a lot of room to see the outside. So I can always push them to the side when I want to, but usually when I'm working, yeah, I have these tapestries up. Over here I have my music corner. I love to play little things and just gets the energy going and stuff. And so yeah, so I got piano. Let's see what else. Oh, this tongue drum that I think sounds so cool. Such a relaxing sound. Oh, and this, my sister April made this. She's so good at pottery, and I love, you know, putting these little sticks and doodads in there. Little sound bowl. This little lyre that is really, I mean, it's a little out of tune, but yeah, it is kind of cool just to have, and just every once in a while pull it out and try to play a little song to it. Let's see, we've just got this resting station from IKEA over here. And let's see, here's where I usually sit to sketch and plan out and also make art. So I've got all the electronics ready to go. I've got some, this little sheet that kind of tells me, I like to have like little post-its and little reminders of like, okay, which art is coming out? Which stuff am I working on? Have I done accounting or social posts for the month? That kind of keeps me organized. And I've got all my gel pens, color pencils, markers, watercolors, brushes over here, my little plants that hopefully never die. Well, actually that one's artificial, and so is that one, and some. So I have some artificial ones, and then I have some like real ones. And let's see. Oh yes, and then here is where, so usually I have like a little towel, like I keep all this, my supplies on that little cart. Usually have like a towel on this table because I do like paint on here a lot, and especially for this piece. This one is very like large, so I use the table along with my easel to like set it down on. But I do like taking pictures over here too, usually like for my Etsy shop, especially originals, because they can be so kind of like difficult to photograph, I guess, like versus prints where I can use like mock-ups for a lot of that and scan them in. But for like originals, like getting all the angles and having like a nice white background, I find this section of my art studio to be really useful for that. Over here is where I like to hang up like work in progress things. So I just put it over there. I'm like, okay, whenever I feel like getting around to that sometime, do that. And then I've got my pride and joy, really. These are 3 bookcases from IKEA that I built. I do love building IKEA furniture, not gonna lie. They usually make it pretty straightforward to put together, and so it was not a bad experience at all putting these up. Especially once you get to the hang of it. When you're doing 3 of the same ones, it, you know, goes by faster. So I've got a bunch of paints and glitters. We got gouache, oil pastels, acrylics. Here we have like different sketchbooks, palettes, watercolor papers. Here are some inspiring books. Oh my gosh, I love this cup. I picked that up at what was that? It was some local store in town. A little boutique. It was really cool. Oh my gosh, along with this candle. Gorge. And this is a water fountain, but I haven't found a way to plug that in yet. And also I'm not sure I should plug in a water fountain on top of all my bikes. So we'll get that activated at some point. Over here I have like, here's a bin where I put like reference photos. And then I have these sort of like prompt lists for things. If I don't know what I want to draw, to kind of give me inspiration. Some cute little cards I picked up, canvases, various things to paint on. I love my little Zen garden. Just come over and just move a little sand around. Let's see, over here, I do get some magazines and stuff that I've like collected over time that has images I really like maybe kids clothing or patterns, game magazines, maybe living home and decor stuff. So I gather them, and then once in a while I'm like, oh my gosh, I totally, you know, want to draw a character in some way or have a certain outfit, and then I use that as inspiration. Got some art books over here, lots of drawing books. And what else do we have? Oh, and then like books for reading pleasure, folktale books and comics sort of thing. And then we got some more supplies over here. So different pencils and erasers, markers, all that sorts of stuff. Now what's really fun about this bookcase is that because of the bottom part I got these doors on, I can stuff so much things in here that I just prefer not to be out and about. Like, I like it looking, you know, having a certain like decor quality and stuff. So I feel like here I can be practical and be like, okay, but I need these supplies, and they're all mismatched, and it's fine because they're all down there. And yeah, just got certain, always need stuff for wall hangings and nail supplies and stuff like that. And then let's see, that almost fell. I've got, I feel like just extra goodies and stuff. So yeah, so there it is, the big reveal. I'm so so happy to have this art studio. It's so inspiring, like the place from top to bottom. You know, like I got to pick out like all the stuff for it, and I just feel so relaxed but also motivated and inspired to dream up creations and all the sort, which I think is the best for her. And then the piece de resistance, the gorgeous ceiling. Ooh, it's like a secret garden up here. Okay, well, thanks so much for being here, seeing my studio with me, and I'll see you around in the next video. Thanks for watching. Take care. Bye.